Kind, brother. Kind. Yeah, we back at it. Okay. I'm gonna read Exodus 21:7 again. Okay. This back in Exodus, because I made the point about how a daughter and a wife are, are a possession. So because I want to make one more point too, that I want to make one more point on that. Because it's back in Exodus chapter 21, verse 7. And if a man sell his daughter to be a maid servant, she shall not go out as the manservants do. Now let me go here to Sirach. Back in Sirach, this chapter 23 though, and I'm gonna start at verse 22. Okay, now this is Sirach chapter 23 verse 22. Well, okay, let's start at 22. Salat. This Sirach chapter 23 verse 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another. Now it's gonna go into a couple things right here, but it's a point I want to touch on it to link over Exodus 21. This verse 23, it says, for first she have disobeyed the law of the Most High. All right, what? By taking the heir of another husband. You left your husband and took an heir of another husband, which that's you can't do that. That's not according to scriptures. A woman can't leave her husband, and a husband can't just leave his wife either, unless he has good purposes. He could put her away if she's not going in the way that he would have her. But you don't supposed to seek to be loose from your wife. You know what I'm saying? You can't just leave your wife, especially if you want if you just leave your wife just to take another wife too. That's adultery. You know what I'm saying? But first, back in verse 23, it says, for first she have disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she have trespassed against her own husband. Okay, and thirdly she have played the whore in adultery. Right, so it's telling you, you know what I'm saying, that she has she's committed 3 transgressions. She's firstly disobeyed the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai, which you don't supposed to leave your husband. Secondly, you trespassed against your husband because you defiled yourself with another man. Then thirdly, it says she has played the whore in adultery. So you played the whore in adultery, so you're adulterous. It says, and brought children by another man. Oh man, that's a whole nother thing right there. That's sick. She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. So if a woman leaves her husband and then takes another man, and she gets pregnant by that other man, she don't even supposed to be able to her children don't supposed to be able to take root. They get they pretty much they gonna kill you and your kids, ultimately, because you committed adultery. But it says she shall leave her memory to be cursed, which means she's not gonna have no memory. Her kids gonna be out of here, and her reproach shall not be blotted out. Yeah, she's gonna have to pay for that. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than to fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. Why? Because she's gonna get put to death in front of the congregation, and it says it is a glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him is long life. So it was a point though that I thought it was gonna be in her Salakia, but basically it's if a woman, if you and a woman have children, the children belong to the father. Like say if like in this society, when a relationship, which ain't such thing as no fucking relationship, but you know what I'm saying, like a so-called relationship goes sour or goes bad, and they have children together, the woman automatically takes the children, but that's not according to the scriptures. The children are supposed to go to the father. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're supposed to go to the father. And it kind of proved that right there too in that chapter 23, because if a woman start dealing with another man and she have children with her first husband, then she gonna get put to death. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get put to death, so the children gonna have to go to the father. It's pretty much telling you. But anyway, we read in Exodus 21:7 how a man could sell his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because why? That's his possession. So the father is actually the children supposed to actually go to the father when if something happens between in a so-called relationship, which ultimately ultimately a woman is bound by law to her husband. You know, the only way she can leave her husband is if he dies, which if he commits adultery, he gonna get put to death. So she'll be a widow, then she could take another husband. But that's the only account where a woman could leave her husband. You know, so if she get put away, you know what I'm saying, and he allows her to take hold of the children, then yeah, but he has rights over the children over her. She not supposed to have rights first over the children, you know.
Yep.
You got something up?
I was gonna get, I guess touching on what we're saying in the law, you know. This is in Deuteronomy 21, it's like 24, in verse I'm gonna just read like 1 through 4. It says, when a man have taken a wife and married her, let it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her. Let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. It says, and when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand, and sendeth her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, right, which we already said, you know, that's the only reason that she's, you know, she's unmarried, you know, once she's married,
Right.
you know. It says,
right.
Which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife, after that she is defiled, for that is an abomination before the Lord Yahweh. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. Yeah, that was really the point. I was going to get Jeremiah. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, Jeremiah 3.
Yeah, 3 and 1. Yep. Because, you know, that's basically it. And you could go into what Yahweh said, you know, like he kind of, in Matthew 5, you know, he touched on that. Yeah, he touched on that as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is all laws that, you know what I'm saying, is contrary to what, you know what I'm saying, the so-called white man is putting in place, you know?
And what our people are living by and what they actually believe is right. You know, because you bring this out to the vast majority of our people, they like, nigga, ain't nobody living like that no more. That's not how you supposed to live. That shit is old. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, this is, it say the Lord, in the law of the Lord endure forever.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? What you think the kingdom of heaven gonna be instituted off of? It's gonna be instituted off the laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahshua in this book.
That's right.
All right. And to add one more point to that precept you brought up, and if he gives her a bill of divorce, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't mention that, Salaki, but the water for that, you know what I'm saying? If he gives her a bill of divorce, bro.
Yep. Yeah, that was all I had.
Okay, you gonna get Jeremiah 3, or you ain't gonna grab it?
Nah.
Okay, let me get this. This still in Exodus 21 in verse 10. It says, this jumping down to 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. There's another thing too. Like, you're supposed to in Esau society, you got to be with one woman for your whole life, man. All right, that's not according to the scriptures, man. All right, if you take another wife, you could take another wife. You just can't diminish the duty of marriage, the food and the raiment of your first woman. You know, but you could deal with multiple women. You can have multiple wives. You know.
Yeah. Slack.
Go ahead.
The other day, it might have been yesterday, I seen a meme scrolling through on the, you know, Explore, and it was like, it says something about sex outside of marriage is sin or something like that.
I seen that.
You seen that?
I seen that.
It's just like,
he said that he was talking about Cain and Lamech.
I don't know if it went into it. I didn't really read too much into it.
Okay,
but yeah, man, you know, sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be just sex. You know, if it's with like a whore or something, that's not marriage. That's not a sin either. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, you know, the circumstances. If she's married to somebody else, then that's a sin. That's adultery.
Right.
But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? If she's unmarried, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're married, then all right, now you just, we brought out, that's taking another wife. That's not a sin, you know? If you trying to put her away, then yeah, that's against the law.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you can't put away your wife and take another wife. Now you're doing some sick shit. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like you could, that's adultery. Pretty much, you get put to death for that. You know what I'm saying? And let me see which other one. Oh yeah, I wanted to get that Deuteronomy 23:17. It's Deuteronomy.
We just saying this just to make a point too, because you know we're not trying to be in the spirit of getting married or giving the marriage. It is what it is, but we just making a point that this is according to the law. All right, particular things are lawful. You know what I'm saying? And the society that we living in is just really unlawful, man.
Right. Yeah, it's wrong. Like it's wrong. Like they say it's wrong for, like in this society they got a thing called cheating. That's really the act of so-called cheating in this society is wrong, but really cheating itself, the thought of it itself is wickedness. You know, that's really wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's really wrong. But instead, the so-called cheating is wrong, but actually getting mad at so-called cheating is really wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's how this society is set up. That's how twisted this place is, bro. You got our people that believe that, you know, like a woman tell you like, you know, that's just, yeah, I'm here. You can hear me out? You can hear me, bro?
Con.
Yes, a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you know, kind of like most women, they be in that Nivea spirit, like don't mess with my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you know, you're not
yeah.
gonna, you know, you're not gonna do nothing with my dick. You know what I'm saying? No, this is not nothing. We just read that whoso get a wife get a possession, and we broke down that sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? So really, the man has dominion over the wife. You know what I'm saying? The wife don't have no say so what he gonna do with his rod. You know what I'm saying? Like she can't tell him what she's gonna do with his rod, and then if he don't do it, then he's wrong, and she can go do the same thing. That's completely sick, man. That's sick as hell, man. You know?
That's right. Not to go too far off topic, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like a man, you know, he could, which isn't expedient at all, you know, making a vow, making some type of promise, like, yeah, you the only one, because Isaiah 4:1 is coming soon. So it ain't gonna really be, you know, man's goings of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So it could be, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you don't want to make that vow or covenant to say that, oh, hey, she's the only one. But you can do that. And you could try to honor it to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we just saying, according to the law, you know what I'm saying? It's really contrary to what these Edomites is trying to push.
Right. We're just talking about basically how society is. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And how, you know what I'm saying? Just how this place is and how our people think these things are okay, but really they're not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not okay for a man have to be with one woman his whole fucking life. That's sick, man. That's sick. You know?
Right. How's the earth going to repopulate? I mean, at that rate, it's going to take forever.
Time, bro. Time. And then after a while, a woman's womb can't produce like it once did no more, man. That's why a woman's supposed. That's why the scriptures speak about younger women marrying. Why? Because they're more fertile at that point. Once you get to like in your late 30s and your 40s, after you done had all type of dicks in you, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be producing like that no more. You're not gonna be as fertile as you once was, man. You ain't gonna have that spunk and that juice that you once had either, man. You know, like it's just twisted. You know what I'm saying? But you're wrong if you think like this. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this society is. But I got this in Deuteronomy 23:17. It says, "There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel." You know, and so it don't supposed to be no women of our nation that's taking multiple dicks, man. Or else supposed to be no woman of our nation that's sleeping with multiple men. All right, that's it. You know, once she has one husband, that's supposed to be it right there. You know, once she loses her virginity, that's supposed to be it right there. You're not supposed to have no men in our society at all. Damn, I mean, in our nation at all, being damn sodomites, man. All right, letting another man pump them, man. All right, that's super twisted, bro. All right, that's super duper twisted. You know, and I got this too. This Deuteronomy chapter 23 as well. I think yeah, it's in 23 as well. This Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 1. It says, "He that is wounded in the stones or have his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord." Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. You can see me?
Yeah, I hear you, brother. I can see you, brother. Slack it.
All right.
Yeah, it says, "He that is wounded in the stones or have his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord." Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know, so you go get your nutsack cut off. All right, you pull your rod around your ball sack and tie it up like a balloon. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not supposed. The Lord's not dealing with that, man. You're not entering into the congregation of the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's sick as hell, man. You got people walking around being transgenders, like the nigga Malik Yoba, our a nigga of our nation, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Said that if you're a transgender woman, you're attractive. Or you got niggas like Tank talking about if you suck two cocks, you're not gay. All right. What kind of nonsense is going on out here, man? All right, but this is actually what our people think is okay. Like they really believe this shit is okay.
Mm-hmm.
They really believe stuff like this is okay, bro.
Right.
You know.
God, they're literally wearing out the saints of the Most High, man.
God, bro. Fix it.
Yep.
You know? And I'm gonna just get a few more out because, you know, like I said, we can go on all day. I want to get about the land Sabbath. You got something?
Nah, you got it.
I think it's in Slocky. Bear with me while I grab it real quick. I think is it 19 or is it? Slocky.
You in Leviticus or?
Yeah, I'm in Leviticus.
I think it's Leviticus 25.
Oh, it's 25. Slock. Yeah, the water. If that's it, yeah, that's it. The water, bro.
Huh.
It's Leviticus chapter 25, verse 2. It says, "Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when they come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah. 6 years thou shalt sow the field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof." You know, and it says, "But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard." You know, so these are you know, you're supposed to get the land a Sabbath. You're supposed to let the land breathe, man. You know, after every 6 years, you're supposed to chill, man. You're not supposed to be doing shit to the land, man. All right, but in this society, you know, it's completely twisted, man. You know, ain't nobody observing the land Sabbath out here, man. You know, like you just got the so-called white man. He cut down trees at will. He dig into the ground at will, man. You know.
God, what we got now? We got Farmageddon.
Oh man, yeah, Farmageddon. You know, shit. You don't even have. You got genetically modified seeds, man. You know.
Yeah, diverse seeds. Yep.
You know, you're supposed to do that. You know, you're supposed to do that. You know, so this place is completely twisted, man. You know, but I'm gonna get a couple more. You got something out?
No, you got it.
Let me get this. Of course, you know, this one of the go-tos right here. This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn." You know, and that's what time we in right now. You know, the righteous are not in authority. All right, so the people are not rejoicing, man. All right, well, they think they're rejoicing, but ultimately, like I said in Proverbs 14 and 13, the end of that mirth is heaviness, man. You know, and the mirth, all joy is gonna be turned to darkness. You know, the mirth is being sucked out of the land. You know, that's what's happening. Why? Because this is fake joy. You know, fake joy only lasts so long. Like, and that's what this society is predicated upon momentary and temporal values. You know what I'm saying? Like smoking weed, even smoking weed. That's another thing, bro. You got now damn weed damn near legal in every state now, man.
Yep.
Damn near. You know, niggas everywhere you go around, niggas just blowing weed, man.
Mm-hmm.
You smell damn weed smell every time we at camp. Niggas just somewhere blazing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like niggas popping pills like it's just like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's witchcraft.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas popping Perkies, Molly Percocets, man. Xanax. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a complete society based upon temporal feelings. You know what I'm saying? You get that little temporal feeling and then you get your little fix, but then at the end of that shit, you feel sorrowful again, man. All right. Why? Because this is not righteousness, man. It's obviously the righteous are not an authority. Because when you doing righteousness, you're gonna everlasting, you're gonna have joy forever, man. You know, joy is gonna always be like, and in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna have no, we're not gonna be sorrowful. All right, why? Because righteousness is gonna be instituted, man. Wickedness is obviously instituted all throughout this earth, because even when you're joyful and you're mirthful, you're still gonna be sorrowful at the end of that. You know, so that's not real. It's not obviously righteousness is not set up. You know.
Exactly, con, bro. Powerful point.
And then let me get this too. Salakia. Let's talk about sparing the rod.
You talking about Proverbs 13?
How I go?
He that spareth his rod, hateth his son. I can read.
Yeah. Let me see. Read that.
This is in Proverbs 13:24. It says, "He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasten him betimes."
Con. That's not the one though, but put in thou shalt not die. You know, but that can lead into what I wanted to get. Yeah, because it says he that spareth his rod hateth his son. And in this society, you can't even whoop your children, bro. You know, if you whip your children, they can call the damn what's them folks called, defects. You know.
Con.
That's wicked when it's in itself, man. You know, we're supposed to be able to whip our children, man. You know.
Con. Yeah, I don't see it.
Let me see. I ain't got my other phone with me, so I can't like.
How it go? It said like who he love, he chasten, or something else?
No, I said in Proverbs. It'd be like shall not die. Just put in not die. Like beateth him. Put beateth and not die. Beateth and not die. I know it's in Proverbs. I just can't remember exactly what it said right now.
Okay, con. I think I was right there. It's a lot.
Good.
Verse 13.
Oh, it's in chapter. What
23?
chapter? 23:13. Con.
It says, "Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die."
Right. Yeah. Withhold not correction from a child. If thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. You know what I'm saying? So the scriptures tell you you're supposed to whoop that nigga ass, man. You're supposed to whoop your children, man. You can't even whoop your children in this society, man. That's frowned upon. That's sick. You know? Come on, man. You know, we got our people. Why you think these little niggas so demons like they are nowadays? Like those little niggas who had walked by the camp that time when Karaf and Tamam had said something to them. They was like, they said, if we wanted to hear that, we would have said we wanted to hear it. Like, you look, who the fuck you little niggas, boy? Y'all got sit down the nuts, boy.
Con. You can get that in the law too. You know what I'm talking about? Where they basically get put to death.
Oh yeah, grab that real quick too. Yeah, con. Yeah, we gotta get that for you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And meanwhile, in today's society, what's that football player? He got in trouble for beating his kid. Was it
Oh, Adrian Peterson?
Yeah, he got in trouble for beating his kid, man. You know? Yeah. I'm just thinking, we could go all day, man. Because another law with T.I., you know what I'm saying? Him doing that thing with the gynecologist just checking that making sure she's still a virgin or whatever. Like
Bro.
that's lawful. You know what I'm saying? But now they want to change that law.
Bro. Bro. And we when we went into already how a daughter is the possession of a father. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know, even which the nigga twisted Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? When Nipsey Hussle had died or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, he wanted to pop Lauren London or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to give her time to mourn, but that was still righteous though. Shit, she's free now.
Right.
He can pop her.
Well, he probably got, she probably got to go with a close kinsman or something. But I know.
Oh yeah, first, right.
Right.
Yeah, first. He do got a brother. You right about that. Huh?
Yeah.
You right.
But
they got children together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He definitely got to go with the kinsman first. You're right. But still, just it in itself, like our people condemning that because they like, oh, you don't suppose that's wrong. That's so wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shit, she's technically free. The fuck is wrong with that? Give her a time to mourn, nigga. But I mean, outside of that, like, the fuck, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
You found it, brother?
Oh, you want me to look for it? It's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot. No, I think it's in. I got you. Let me see. No, yeah, grab that. It's a lot because I can't remember exactly. No, it's like I think it's like Deuteronomy 25 or something.
Let me see.
The elders of the gate.
I was gonna get Psalm 37, I guess, before we close out.
Time, brother.
Let me see. You said Deuteronomy 25.
No, it's in Deuteronomy 20 something.
How it go?
Put bring to the elders of the gate. Elders of the gate.
Okay. Deuteronomy 20, I think 21. Let me see.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 21 and verse 18. It says, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them. So for one, you see right there, chastening him, that's part of it too.
Huh.
It says, so what happens to that rebellious son? It says, verse 19, it says, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out into the elders of his city and into the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men, he shall stone him with stones that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. So this is according to the law. You know what I'm saying? This is a righteous thing, man. When it comes to this particular capital punishments, that's lawful. Putting your son to death on this term, that's righteous.
Bro.
Bro. I'm saying if he just rebels, he not listening. Hey, man, what you gonna do with that? Ain't nothing you can do with that, man.
And it's spiritual too, because Jake be saying, you got Jake parents who say that right now, like they be like, I brought you in this world, I take you out. I take you out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all those scared straight little niggas, man.
Oh yeah, what the fuck you gonna do with a nigga like that?
In these times, they'll be stoned in front of everybody.
Oh man, a lot of these little niggas will be dead. A lot of these little niggas, boy.
It'll be a beautiful thing. Like the land will thrive. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's the point I wanted to make. Because it said when you do that, you put away evil away from the land.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why these little niggas are demons out here, man. Little fucking demons, disrespectful as hell, man.
Yep. Yeah, I was good on that. You have something else?
Oh yeah, and just to make one more point on that too, you see how the so-called white man, how he do his children, and then you see them niggas grow up and shoot up schools and shit, man. All right, why? Because you don't chastise them little motherfuckers, man. You want to put them in timeout and shit, man.
Right.
You better beat that nigga ass, man. What you got? You got something out?
Nah, I'll probably my last one is in Psalm 37. I can get that after.
Okay, I got this one last one. It's Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And that's how you know that this society is not well ordered. You know, the government of this place is not well ordered. And we don't have wise rulership ruling right now. Why? Because they're not instructing their people. How are you supposed to instruct these people? You're supposed to instruct them in righteousness, man. You know, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. In what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You know, so it says, such a man. I mean, as the judge of the people is, so as the people are theirself, and the officers, man. All right, that's why all these people are under the vibration. That's why all our people are under the vibration of the red Hebrew Edomite, man. Like Yahweh Shah said in St. John 8 chapter, yea, of your father the devil.
Yep.
You know, the lust of your father, yea, will do. You know, because they're under the vibration of the so-called white man. That's why they agree with how society is set up, man. You know, it says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. It says, and it says, an unwise king should destroy his people. That's why I say my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Why? Because it's an unwise king. He don't have knowledge, you know. And he's keeping the people destroyed. Here go right here though. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And who is the one that is profitable? That's the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh Shai, and his men. You know, that we gonna rule the world through the dominion and through the order that Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, the Most High, set this place up to be governed by. And guess what? It's gonna be, everything is gonna be in complete harmony. Everyone is gonna be in complete peace and complete joy in the nation of Israel. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It says, in the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. And that goes all on out here as well. It says, pride is hateful before Yahweh Bashem Yahshua and man, and by both the one commit iniquity. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So it's letting you know that this place is gonna be completely destroyed, man. All right, because this place was established by injurious practices, riches gotten by deceit, and iniquity. Man. This place gotta go. You know, they'll let you know this place is completely wicked, because that's how America was founded. You know, and conceived. You know.
Yep.
And if you're okay with that, okay, you're gonna get brought down right with this place. You know, that's why scriptures say, flee ye out of flee out of the midst of flee ye out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. You know, then it said, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, which made all the earth drunken. You know, because Babylon's philosophies got our people twisted the fuck up. But you got to flee out of those philosophies before you get destroyed. It don't literally mean flee out of Babylon, you know.
Con.
But yeah, whatever you got, brother.
Con, bro. I was gonna just get Psalm 37. I'm gonna just start at 18. I'll probably jump down a little bit. This is in Psalm 37 and 18. It says, the Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Just to give 20, it says, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord Yahweh shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, into smoke shall they consume away. Slaki, it says, they shall consume. It says, into smoke they shall consume away. It says, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous sueth mercy and is giveth. It says, for such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, but they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. So there's going to be a day when, you know, this whole backwards Babylonian society is going to be done away with, man. Along with these wicked Babylonians, you know what I'm saying? In the form of the so-called white man.
God, bro.
Just to jump to verse 27, it says, depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. For the Lord Yahweh loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints, because they are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and to dwell therein forever. You know? And again, you know what I'm saying? This land, this place, man, was made for our sakes. So it's like that's just the 6th chapter. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So the wicked, you know, who was counted as just a spit, basically, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be cut off, man. Hey, Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Just to give verse 34, it says, wait on the Lord Yahweh and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. We've been bringing that out, you know, Daniel 7th chapter, you know, Revelation the 13th chapter, the 12th chapter, you know, the 17th chapter we just brought out. You know what I'm saying? The 18th chapter. You know, this is Babylon, man. This is modern day Sodom and Egypt, man. This is the worst case scenario. Our captivity, this is the worst time, man. You know, you know what I'm saying? We done forgot who we are as a people. You know what I'm saying? So Satan, the devil, you know, in the form of the white man, is just doing everything in his power, you know, to devour us, you know. But yeah, just to get 37, it says, mark the perfect man and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. Yeah, that was it. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Yeah, that was fire. You know what I'm saying? That whole chapter, that Psalms 37, that whole chapter is like a banger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that it lets you know all the transgressors, they gonna be destroyed together. You know, and the righteous, they gonna inherit the land. You know, right? Who are the righteous? The ones who live in accordance to the laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Shah.
Yep.
That's in this book. Those are the righteous. All right. If you say this Bible don't matter, you're unrighteous and you're going to be destroyed. You know, if you say the law, the ways that Yahweh Shem Shah govern, any way that Yahweh Shem Shah got, if you're not with it, then you're gonna get your ass knocked off. You know,
straight up.
You know, just like Isaiah 4:1, that's gonna get a lot of women gonna get destroyed in Isaiah 4:1.
Oh, yeah.
This shit gonna knock a lot of women off, boy.
Time, bro.
So, that's it, bro. You got anything? You got any more?
No, that was it.
Oh, let's get Isaiah 4:1 before we go then. It's a lot. Might as well.
You might as well start at you might as well start at Isaiah 3 and like 16.
I mean, shit, if you want to, go ahead.
God. Isaiah 30, it's like Isaiah 3 and verse 16. Let me see. Nah, that's a little bit too high up. Let me see. Well, I guess I'll drop down a little bit. Isaiah 3 and 16, it says, moreover, the Lord Yahweh said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go. You see that's going on today, man. You know, it says, and making tinkling with their feet. It says, therefore the Lord Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord Yahweh will discover their secret parts. Yeah, just to jump down to verse 20. Well, let me just get 18. It says, in that day the Lord Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, in their calls, in their round tires, like the moon, Salat. You know what I'm saying? Because on that day, they're not gonna want to be all sexy and dolled up, man.
Right.
On that day, they want to be undesirable as possible.
And guess what? Guess who gave them the philosophy that they could just walk around sexy and dolled up like that? We saw Edom. They think it's okay. Really, in the law, you're supposed to be dressed in modest apparel. You know, and you don't supposed to be gadding the broad out here. You know.
Yeah, I'm just jump down to get verse 24. It says, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness. Slakia. And instead of well set hair, baldness. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So all those hair weaves and all that, it's gonna be over with that, man. On that day, you know.
Hair weave killer.
It says, instead of a stomacher, a girdling of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. You know? It says, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in a war. And we know, hey man, that this is the time that's closely approaching, man. There's gonna be a lot of death out here, man. It's gonna be perilous times. You know?
Salat, my fault. Just to add one point on that, how I was saying how the mighty man gonna fall. Like all these niggas who trust in their karate skills and their boxing skills and how good they can shoot a gun. Because where did they get that from? They got that from Esau too, carnality, man.
Yep.
We're not carnal people. Like our people think that you spoke like long as you can beat somebody up or you can shoot somebody, shoot somebody or have more guns or bullets than them, then that makes you a man. That's not what makes you a man, asshole. All right.
Yep.
But that's how Esau carnal ass set the society up. You know why? Because he's a carnal ass nigga. And now our people don't become carnal. You know, where they just want to fight and grab guns. You know? Like that's why you're gonna get knocked off, you know.
Yeah, that was one thing, you know, Dr. Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King, I said it right the first time. But that's one thing he had right, you know what I'm saying? Because like trying to be nonviolent, at the end of the day, our fight isn't carnal. You know what I'm saying? Like
really?
you're not gonna win that fight if it came down to, you know, being carnal, guns and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a losing battle. So just to get Isaiah 4:1, it says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach."
Yeah, and that's when a lot of these bitches gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Just being frank about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You know, like, I mean, but that's what they are. Like you always bring out in Apocrypha, Sirach 26.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And shit, don't feel no type of way because most men, they're bitches too. All right, they're bitches too. Especially if you're a man and you got this knowledge and you're not doing the work, you're a bitch. All right, and if you're a nigga who not following the law, statutes, commandments, because that's what make a man. You're a bitch too. All right, that's why I say they should become women in the midst of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? They should become like women. You know, but this day right here, Isaiah 4:1, when 7 women take hold of one man, we're gonna see a lot of women gonna get knocked off, man. You know, because they don't want to agree with that. But guess what? That's a righteous thing because it's gonna go into it. Keep reading.
Verse 2, it says, "In that day shall the branch of the Lord Yahweh be beautiful and glorious."
Yeah. Now, who is that branch? Who is that branch? When you go into I think it's if I'm not mistaken, it may be Isaiah 12 or Isaiah 11. If I'm not mistaken, it speak about a branch. You know what I'm saying? Which that's the elect. Let me see, bro. Let me see if I can get there real quick. Read that. Oh, you looking it up?
No, you could get. Yeah, you got. In Isaiah 4:2, it says, "In that day shall the branch of the Lord Yahweh be beautiful and glorious."
Okay. Yep, it is Isaiah 11. Okay, this Isaiah chapter 11 verse 1. "And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots." You know, which that was talking about Yahweh Shai. You know, ultimately you got a body of Yahweh Shai through his man on this earth. You know, so it says in that day the branch of the Lord is going to be beautiful and glorious. All right. So if it's going to be beautiful and glorious, that means it's going to be righteous, especially if the Lord deems it beautiful and glorious. Especially if the Lord deems it beautiful and glorious.
Yep.
Is more on that?
In Isaiah 4?
Yeah,
it says, "In that day shall the branch of the Lord Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel."
Woo! The fruit of the earth shall be beautiful and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. You know, what's that fruit, man? That's the that's the new the new heavens and the new earth that's gonna be come through the loins of their branch, that elect. You know, it's gonna be beautiful and comely. Why? Because it's gonna be established in righteousness, and what's it gonna come through? Popping multiple women. All right, which you know these women are not for that at all, which means that they're satanic. They're not for the Lord. If you're not for this prophecy being fulfilled, then that means you're not for the Lord. You can't be against any of the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai and say you're for them. You know, you're a liar.
That's right.
What say, if any man keepeth my say he know me and keepeth not my commandments, he is a liar. You know, you're a damn liar. That's it. You got any more, bro?
No, that was it, man.
yeah. We can go all day, God, bro. Yeah, pretty much nailed the head on the wall right there. Yeah, you got any closing comments or anything?
Hey, Lord willing, this is edifying, you know. With that, you want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh,
Yeah.
Bahashem,
By him,
Yahweh Shai,
that was
Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to Apostles Nose Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all Sisei Akim and during afflictions, making the calling election sure. Shalom to the elect. Wa Abba Ba.
Bob.